video will make you meditate. Like, actually, if you want to meditate, keep watching. If you don't want to meditate, I don't know why you click through. Hello everyone, welcome to or welcome back to the Your Mindful YouTube channel. My name is Elaisha Jade and I am a dynamic meditation teacher. I've taught hundreds of meditations. This is for those who really want to start their meditation practice this year. They have no idea where to start. I have the 5 meditations that you need to start with if you want to begin a meditation practice. The first meditation that I would try, and if you've been meditating for a while, you more than likely know what this is. It is a body scan meditation. The reason why I would start with this one is it really is a great practice to begin to understand the sensations that you experience when you begin meditating. It really does give you the chance as well to learn about the power of the mind-body connection. So when I'm teaching a body scan meditation class, I'll often ask people, where did you feel certain things in your body? Could you feel tingles? Could you feel a change in temperature? Did you notice your baby toe tingling when I told you to pay attention to it? And often people will say yes. Like, oh my God, girl, my baby toe, it was frostbitten in the middle of this meditation. I couldn't believe it. It is very interesting what people go through when I tell them to pay attention to certain things. Often during body scan meditations, if somebody's like, focus on your scalp and the crown of your head, I'm like, oh girl, I feel the tingles. It also gives you the chance to be able to learn how to isolate and focus during your meditation and really be able to listen to somebody guiding you through the process of understanding what sensations are coming up in your body. Because this will be really important for you further along down your practice. If you are doing yoga or if you are doing a sound meditation, the ability to be able to actually understand where you're feeling certain things, how you're feeling certain things, and take pause and not judge those sensations is an extremely important part of your practice, and their meditation practice should be able to do. The next meditation that I would actually recommend if you're just starting out your practice would be a humming sound meditation. Yes, humming is meditating, and especially if you're doing it in a guided way or with a timer. The humming itself refocuses you, it gives you an action, it gives you something to hold in your hands while you're meditating, so that way you don't necessarily feel that you are distracted or judging the fact that you're moving in and out of your thoughts. I, as you can tell, love humming meditations, and I love sound meditations overall too. People often will jump straight into meditation and mindfulness and feel defeated because they're like, I can't focus, I can't do this, I can't do that. But that's not what meditation is actually about. Sound meditation is one of the best ways to go if you are a beginner. Before we continue on with this video, if you're finding it helpful, I would love it if you were to hit subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I love teaching people the things that they may not know about meditation and mindfulness, or things that their meditation teachers haven't necessarily told them. I will be releasing some pretty fun meditation experiences in 2023 for free on my YouTube channel, so you do not want to miss those. The next meditation practice that I would recommend for a beginner is Yin Yoga. Yes, yoga is a form of meditation. It is a form of active meditation. Yin itself is quite the test of wits and quite the test of your mental and physical capability. So if it's available to you based on your level of abilities, I highly recommend this practice. So Yin Yoga itself is the practice of moving through different asanas in yoga and holding them for sometimes minutes at a time. For instance, holding child's pose for 5 minutes. I've done that before in a Yin Yoga class. It is a great way for you to practice breathing in, refocusing the mind, being able to understand the sensations in the body, similar to what I had recommended in the body scan meditation. But this time you're actually in movement. In Yin Yoga, in my experience, there have been times when I'm like, girl, I can't hold this pose. I don't know why you told me to get into this pose when I can't hold it. But I breathed through the pose itself, and I was able to hold it for the full 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes in the process. And in the practice, I really was able to just kind of hone in on the breath, focus on the breath itself, push my mind as well. Because it's not necessarily me pushing my body can do it. It was just me pushing my mind. And so I found that Yin Yoga was a great way for me to be able to open up my mind and my body to the possibilities of meditation. If you have a great teacher, they will ensure that you are zeroing in on the breath in moments when you find your mind is wandering or going to different places during your practice. The fourth recommendation that I have for beginners when they are getting started with their meditation practice is gratitude journaling. There are so many ways you can incorporate journaling into your day-to-day. I personally would recommend for beginners a gratitude journaling practice. The way that I like to do it is I write out 3 things that I am grateful for either in the morning or the night, and then I'll incorporate an affirmation at the end of it. And it truly is a beautiful way to experience or review my day, or really push myself to almost affirm and manifest what my day is going to look like for myself. Before I get into the 5th and final meditation, I'd love to know, would you try any of these so far? Do any of these resonate with you? If you had actually been meditating for a really long time and you have some tips for some of the people in the comments, be sure to leave them down below. Okay, here's my final recommendation for the top 5 meditations that I would recommend for beginners, and it is to practice pranayama or pranayam. There are different pronunciations. I absolutely love breathwork meditations. Similar to sound meditations, it really does give you something to focus on and almost distract your mind with as you practice through the meditation. There are no words to describe how beautiful it is to move into Shavasana after you've been doing some deep breathing through your belly and you've been focusing on plugging each nostril, breathing in deeply through the nose, out through the mouth, or out through the nose. It is cool. I will say, it is so much fun. I love doing it. So I highly recommend pranayam and breath work for beginners, specifically with a teacher who's gonna lead you very calmly and gently through the practice and will correct you throughout the session itself, because this one is a little bit more tricky and complex depending on the level that you're doing it at. Don't try anything that you don't feel safe doing. That's very important to note. Some teachers may walk you through breath of fire, for instance, which is pretty much hyperventilating yourself. You don't wanna do that if you're a beginner at the practice. So really research your teacher before you dive into pranayam, but it truly is a beautiful way to practice meditation and mindfulness for yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, be sure to go back and watch my last video where I described what meditations I would do if I were starting fresh in 2023. I'd never meditated before. What would I do if I were starting my practice up in the new year? And remember, as always, to stay mindful. Bye.